Welcome to Embedded Linux Learning Point, Linux from Scratch 11.1, Episode 19. In the last episode, we built gettext. We'll start from mm, Bison mod package in this episode. So let's remove the gettext source files, hyphen rm hyphen rf gettext. Okay, now it's removing, and let's extract the Bison module tar xvf bison. It is also expected to take 6.3 CB of time and required disk space is 53 MBs. The Bison package contains a parser generator. Okay, now it's extracted. Let's cd to Bison package. Installation of Bison. Prepare Bison for compilation. So we configure with these options. Let's check the contents of Bison. It contains Bison YACC. Bison generates from a series of rules, a program for analyzing the structure of text files. Bison is a replacement of YACC, yet another compiler. YACC, a wrapper of Bison, meant for programs that still call YACC instead of Bison. It calls Bison with the -y option. liby, the YACC library containing implementations of YACC compatible YError and main functions. This library is normally not very useful, but POSIX requires it. Okay, let's wait until the configuration is done. Now that you can see our C++ compiler accepts the standards like 9803 C++, I mean 2011, 2014, C17 standards, also C++20. And one thing is like the configure does a lot of checking before it builds, before we start building the package. So C++2B, I think it's 22 standard, I believe. Well, the configuration is done. Now let's build it with make. I'll use -j. Probably it will take more time. Let's wait uh, until it's done. Well, now the build is done. Let's install it. I'm not going to run the tests. So then install. Okay, it's installing. I think it was pretty quick with -j. Probably I should use that every time I build a module, a package. Okay, now it's done. Okay, now let's install grep. Before that, we clean or we delete the Bison source code. Okay, now let's extract the grep mod package to our xvf grep, and let's cd to grep, then prepare for compilation. Okay, and the grep contains package. Uh, grep package contains programs for searching through contents of files. Okay, the contents or egrep prints lines matching an extended regular expression. Fgrep prints lines matching a list of fixed strings. Grep prints lines matching a basic regular expression. We normally use grep for searching within the file. Even it can be done in the console. Or let's say you have a particular output log, and then that you want to search some content out of that. So grep is very useful utility. Let's know about uh, make with -j, what it means. Ah, probably it's not right way to search. Make -j. Probably it will give some good results. My God. Okay, Linux. Probably now it would find something. Linux make command tips. Okay, what do you mean by make command? No, it's fine. I know that it is J is used to like ex like build kind of increase the parallel executions. So basically, I want to know without, let's say, not giving any number, will it have any effect? Make arguments, probably here I would have some. Okay, now that we have here, the next thing is to build with make -j. That's what I'm going to use, which was faster. So arguments specify the make file. All I'm interested in is not there here. Linux makes J4, make J options. What do you mean by make command in Linux? Linux make J flag. Understanding using make file flags. Probably. Here we get something. I have used it, but the thing is that I wanted to know a little bit more on that option. Okay, nothing much is found. That's okay. Basically, what I understand is FNJ is for making to increase the parallel execution. Now I'll make install as I will not run the tests. That's fine. Well, now that we have installed grep, let's move on to bash. Okay, and come back. Then rm, you can rf the grep one. Oh, sorry, it's the em. It's the rm, not em. Okay, now there's exact extract the bash. Well, then cd to bash. Let's configure this for the compilation. Well, now it is okay. Let's paste it. So the meaning of the new configure option with installed readline. This option tells bash to use the readline library that is already installed on the system rather than using its own readline version. Okay, so what does the bash contain? It's a bash, a widely used command interpreter, CLI. It performs many types of expansions and substitutions on a given command line before executing it, thus making this interpreter a powerful tool. Bash bug, a shell script to help the user compose and mail standard format bug reports. Concentrating bash, sh, a symbolic link to bash program. When invoked as sh, bash tries to mimic the startup behavior of historical versions of sh as closely as possible while conforming to the POSIX standard as well. Okay, yes, like anything that a shell, as you know, bash is, uh, it's a shell scripting utility. Okay, bash utility. Well, let it configure. Okay, now the configuration is done. Let's do make for the build and J. Okay, let it build. As we will not install the package, so we're going to do, sorry, as we will not test the package, we will go to the install package step. Now the build is done. Let's install the package with make install. Run the newly compiled bash program replacing the one that is currently being executed. Probably let's execute this program. I hope the session is continued. Let's see. I don't know. I hope it's not going to have impact on our build. Okay, let's execute this login again. Oh, perfect. It's okay. Now let's come back, cd, and then move to build bin lib tool. Okay, let's build lib tools to our, oh, sorry. Then first remove the bash, all source files. Then tar xvf lib2, then cd lib2, then let's prepare the libtool for installation. Well, okay, let it configure. The libtool package contains the GNU generic library support script. It wraps the complexity of using shared libraries in a consistent, portable interface. The contents of libtool are basically libtool provides generalized library building support service. libtool SUD-E provides standard way to add libtool support to package. The time test time for libtool can be reduced significantly using with the multiple cores to do this. Okay, the same J option to the line above. For instance, using J4 can reduce the time over 40%. Okay, that's fine. And we're not going to use the check, but we will use make with the J option. Next. Okay, now let's make. We'll wait until it finish. The compilation is done, then make install. The next is Gdbm package. Let's cd back and then remove the lib tool and then extract the Gdbm package, then cd to Gdbm package. Then let's configure it for installation. Well, okay, let's copy and paste it. Okay, so here the meaning of the configure option is enable libgdbm compact. This which enables building the libgdbm compatibility library. Some packages outside LFS may require the older DBM routines it provides. Okay, the Gdbm package contains the GNU Database Manager. It is a library of database functions that use extensible handshaking and works similar to the standard Unix DBM. The library provides primitives for store, key, pair, key data pair, searching and retrieving the data by its key and deleting a key along with its data. Okay, now the configuration is done. Let's build it. Contents or Gdbm dump dumps the Gdbm database to the file Gdbm load. It creates the Gdbm database from a dump file. Gdbm tool tests and modifies Gdbm database, and the compact Gdbm compact is the library. Contains functions to manipulate a hash database. Compatibility library containing older DBM functions. These are the libraries that it contains. Okay, let's wait for it to finish the build. Now that the make is done, let's install it. Okay, now we are done with GDBM. Let's remove the GDBM. Let's remove GDBM source files. Then let's extract the gperf. Then cd to gperf. Gperf generates a perfect hash function from a key set. It's something to do with cryptography, something like to encrypt the data. Let's configure it. While it configures, let's see what the contents are. Gperf generates a perfect hash from a key set. Then let's make this, let's build it. Anyways, we are not going to run the tests. That's fine. Okay, now that we have built it, let's make install. Okay, great, it's installed. CD come back and then rf gperf. Okay, we removed gperf. The next package that we would like to build is expat, then tar hyphen xvf expat, sorry, expat. Okay, then cd to expat. Well, then let's configure it for the build. Okay, the expat package contains a stream-oriented C library for parsing XML. It's basically for parsing the XML. The contents are XMLAW is a non-validating utility to check whether or not XML documents are well formed. libexpat contains API functions for parsing XML. Now that the build is done, sorry, the configuration is done, let's build it. Well, it's not a big module as such, it will take less time. At one SPU, it should finish in a couple of seconds. Not going to run the tests, we will install it directly once the build is done. Well, now the build is done. Let's install it. Okay, fine, it's installed. You've desired install documentation. Let's install. It's fine. In case if we need to refer documentation in future. Okay, now the expat is installed. Now we will come out of expat, remove the expact, then extract the in utils package contains program for basic networking. Okay, inet utils, it's internet utils. Okay, that's how the abbreviation is. Okay, now let's cd inet utils and then prepare internet utils for compilation. Okay, now it's configuring. But then let's see the meaning of the configure options. You have disabled logger. This option prevents in inet utils from installing the logger program, which is used by script to pass message to system log daemon. Do not install it because util Linux installs a more recent version. Disable who is. This option disables the building of utils who is client, which is out of date. Instructions for better who is clients are in the BLFS book. Okay. Disable R star. These parameters disable building obsolete programs that should not be used due to security issues. The function provided by these programs can be provided by the OpenSSH package in the BLFS book. Disable servers. This disables the installation of the various network servers included as part of the Internet Util package. These services are deemed not appreciate in a basic LFS system. Some of them are mm, insecure by nature and are only considered safe on trusted network. Note that better replacements are available in many of these servers. The contents are okay, it has a DNS domain name, show the system DNS domain name. FTP is the file transfer protocol program. Host name reports or sets the name of the host. ifconfig. Oh, ifconfig is an utility and its utils. Manage network interfaces. Ping sends echo request packages and reports how long the how long the replies takes. Ping 6 was the ping for IPv6 networks. Talk used to chat with another user. Telnet an interface to the Telnet protocol. TFTP a trivial file transfer program. Trace route traces the route your packets take from the host you are working on to other hosts on a network, showing all the intermediate hosts gateways along the way. Okay, my son is making noise. That's fine. He's playing. Okay, let's run it. And it's interesting thing, I have used many of the utils commands here, like db ifconfig, hostname ping, and uh, tftp, but I didn't know that it's part of course, I knew that it's part of internet utils, but I'm building now to use it in my system. It's interesting. Okay, now it is that installed. Make -j for let it compile. Probably it will finish in a couple of seconds. Hopefully, let's see what is this. It's SPU is zero point 0.3 SPU. Okay, few seconds. Could take a minute. It's fine. Well, now the build is done. Let's install it. Make install. Okay, the installation is done. Move program to proper location. Okay, now we are moving it to ifconfig folder. That's great. Okay, cannot start. Cannot start. The user is no such file directory. Okay, maybe we need to create mkdir user bin okay, now let's execute it. Okay, now it is fine. Now that we have installed, Okay, now that we have installed the uh, init utils, so as you can see, it's installed, and we have moved the program to proper location. So now let's continue with the less module, and here come back to the sources directory, remove the um, init utils, and then cd, sorry, then extract the xvf less by 90. Okay, and then cd to less, and let's the less package contains a text file viewer. So basically it gives you, I think, 10 lines by default. Okay, configure. I will configure this. The meaning of the configuration option is sysconf directory is etc. So this option tells the program created by the package to look in etc for the configuration files. Okay. Contents is installed program less echo less key, a file viewer or a pager. It displays the contents of the given file, letting the user scroll, find strings, and jump to marks. Less echo needs to expand meta characters such as star and question mark in file names and Unix systems. Less key is used to specify the key bindings for less. Okay. Okay, now that the configuration is done, let's make this module or this package. The package is being compiled now. It should not take much time. Also, this package does not come with a test suite, so straight away we can install this once the build is done. Okay, now it is done. Then let's install. Okay, now it is installed. Okay, let's come back to the source directory and remove the less source files. Okay, now that we have compiled and installed less, uh, I will stop this episode for this, and in the next episode we see the Perl package. Yeah, that's it for this episode. Please do comment and give your valuable feedback. Also subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching.